Hello, beautiful people. Welcome yet to another episode of the show. It is a new year, and indeed, we talked about greater things, doing better, reinventing, which is our brand. Thank you so much for keeping it Record Television, loving our programs, and most importantly, loving the show Her Moment, where we bring to you different females to inspire us, educate us, share their life stories with us, for we can pick and use a leaf or pick a leaf from the stories and use it for our lives as well. We are talking about the successful women, the women who are impactful in our society. My name is Asha Kulsum, way back from 2019 to 2020, still taking you through and still walking with you the journey of womanhood. Well, today our hashtag is hashtag Her Moment. We are live on Record TV Uganda, those of you on the go watching on Facebook. Today we are going to be having a simple discussion. It's going to be jolly, happiness, hardship. Expect lots of mixed feelings with a successful, celebrated woman, CEO and founder of Bella Wine. Of course, she has been in a lot of big interviews. She has featured in very many big magazines. She has inspired many, and she's still standing, beating the odds. An extraordinary woman who says never to whatever comes her way, who says never to challenges, but makes the challenge a lesson to achieve and take other steps. Welcome to the show. You are watching Her Moment. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
I will help you with this.
Asha, thank you so much. I thank Record TV for hosting me or for coming to my humble place. I'm Mrs. Prudence Ukkonika, the founder, the proprietor of Bella Wines and Juices, the best in the whole world.
The best in the whole world. There's something I almost rushed to, but I think let me keep it for a time. Bella Wine.
Yes.
Amongst your names, there is no name like Bella. One will wonder why Bella, why you chose Bella in particular.
In fact, the product's name should not even associate with your name. Because this is not, I'm not naming my grandchild or what. But Bella, I started in a very hard way. And from my mother's say that a name matters a lot. And I prove it because he called me Busingye, which means peace. I've been a peaceful person. So when I was starting this business, I blessed it Bella, meaning belief leads to lasting achievement.
Wow.
I knew this business is going to achieve, and the achievement is forever, not temporary. The way you see shares, they say when you are sending a child for it can be ABC toothpaste. Any toothpaste you say I want Colgate.
Surely.
Somebody is standing at the gap call, say find me at shares. So Bella is the name for wines in Uganda.
That is strong standing. I will never go.
It will never go. I will go, but it will never go.
Wow, it's such an interesting one. That Bella Wine. It's now how many years down the road? Since
We are making it 20 years.
Yes, indeed. I was gonna say it's 2000. Remember 2000 something.
The idea came in 2000. This is now we are ending 2019. We are starting 20.
The idea comes 2000.
Yes.
Where do you get this? What inspires you? Where do you get the innovation of all this?
It's a very long story, but I will never stop saying it because I never thought of making wine in my life or doing this kind of business. Naturally, I'm a business person, though I was a civil servant in Ministry of Finance. But I had a son who was also an entrepreneur. In fact, he was at MOBS business school. He had just finished first year. Then there was a function. My brother-in-law had a party, 2 daughters graduating. My son happened to be one of the servers. You know the excitement of having 2 daughters graduating at the same time. So the party was grand. My son was among the servers. He was a minister, Honorable Maratobo. He had imported wines different types of wines. But there is the local one which came from a relative, and my son realized that they are enjoying it more than the imported wines. So he told me, I see business in this wine. So, but we just stopped, ended there.
Just talked about it.
Yes, but after that, he kept on what he said, now how do I start getting this wine? Of course, being in the family, I connected him, they started bringing it for him, and he was saying. Also, me being a business person, I helped him to sell in Ministry of Finance where I was working. Because I was also having a small canteen there, serving food. Because civil servants' salary is not enough. And I'm not the type who know how to steal. I'm always getting something to make a difference.
Sure.
But unfortunately, when he was going to UK in 2002, he had the cousins had invited him. He was like a model. He was this kind, the way you see me, the size, but he was this well built because he was doing this what?
He was doing physicals.
Physicals. He was this cabaret. So the cousins abroad in the UK were very proud of him. They had told friends, groups there that my cousin is coming, you are going to see him. But unfortunately, he never reached. That's why you see there is no lining for visas for UK. He's the one who stopped it because that was the last time he had lined up from after midnight up to the following day.
Still did make it.
He collapsed towards one. That same evening, he passed on. Yes. As you know, a parent losing such a boy, there is no bad child. But it was terrible. As if the world has come to an end. I even tried to go abroad. But eventually I realized there is no way I can go without a visa. And there is no way I can get a visa without going through same process. But as I was telling you, when you told me they snatched your bag, they used to tell me that time heals. I think this don't know what they are talking about.
Yeah, time heals.
But now, I have come to realize that God knows what He's doing. He's telling me, when you go abroad, they don't call you Prudence. You will be called something else.
They'll give you another name. And you know that time they used to get other names they give you before you go.
So like, yeah. I said, but I work very hard here. And I'm not getting anything. Let me go and work this C.EO. I go and work very hard, I get money, I send home. But eventually, I knelt it down and prayed, and the other message came where I said, I see future in this business. I got up very early, resumed. And anything, any bottle or what I get to sell just goes. I was using jerry cans, all sizes of jerry cans, then bottles, plastic bottles, but still continued working with Ministry of Finance until we started also now. People showed much interest, but now where it was getting it from, it was not a real business. It was like somebody's hobby. So it could not sustain the market I got from here. So the option was to learn how to do it. Because also I didn't find it wise something for eating. Like now in finance I used to even sell food.
Like, let me now concentrate on this. And at what levels did you start? You know...
By the way, I've just retired. I've not even got my pension. Yes.
Wow, that is so... that is so unbelievable.
Yes.
So with all this business, you've been battering here and there and still making it at the same time.
We have a lot of time, but most of the time is wasted.
Yeah.
But if you utilize all the time, because time came when, the way I tell you, I cannot just do something I don't know. Even if I get somebody, the technical person to do it, you have to have an idea of your business. So I reached a time when I'm there working, I'm studying, I'm doing the business.
It's a lot of a workload.
And studying, I went serious. I didn't just go to study something small. I had done it after my O-level. I went to UCC in Akawa for a certificate in stenography. Before I finished, I get that job in the Ministry of Finance. That's why immediately I entered finance. My husband saw me, proposed, we wedded, and I finished my course. When I'm already working in finance, then I started family life. But it was always in me that I have not got a degree. That was always my dream. Even one time I would just get his gown, take a photo, but I said, no, this is not mine.
Wow.
I have to get mine.
Wow. From your story shows that you've come from a family that is God-fearing, humble. They take ambitions as priority. Growing up, like, in fact, where is your village? Where did you grow up from?
I grew up from Nyarushanje, Nirukunjiri district. Born by, was also a distiller.
Okay, now we see the whole history.
But I grew up not know up to the time I started. I came to Kampala 74. But I started this business in 2000. Can say 2000 when the idea came in.
You said 70.
But born by, was also a distiller.
Okay, now we see the whole history.
But I grew up not know up to the time I started. I came to Kampala 74. But I started this business in 2000. Can say 2000 when the idea came in.
You said 70.
But 4.
Okay.
When you had not existed. So I had never thought of, I'm always doing different types of businesses, but I never thought of doing this. You see now how the idea came in. That's why I say with God, He knows. He knows. That's why it is wise to put yourself in His hands. He drives you anywhere He wants, as long as you remain faithful to Him.
Well, starting up such a big investment and business is not always easy. There is always hardships. There is always, sometimes not belief that you can always get there. But people sometimes have belief in themselves. And from Prudence's background, it really shows that they've been resilient and they've not let go of whatever ideas they thought. And being it that it has been, Bella wines have been in existence for 20 years and they're still selling, and they're still even selling internationally, is quite something interesting that makes you sit down and think you are not going to let this. After the break, we still have more from Prudence herself.